Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to easily beat Maluce in the First Berserker Khazan. This fight is challenging because there's two phases that we gotta pay attention to. Now at the very start I would recommend just going all in because you can break his posture really easily. There's also a spear ability that puts you through to the backside. For when you do your brutal attack here, it'll do even more damage. So you can see there we already got about 1/7 of his health down, which is not too bad. Now there's a few attacks that we want to dodge here. So that attack there where you see him winding up at a distance, I would dodge to the side for that attack and then try to block or parry any of the attacks that he makes with his blades, which are pretty well telegraphed. Now this boss fight's all about just trying to get his stamina down. You can see there we actually were able to get another stamina break here, which then brought him to a second phase. So this is where he gets consumed by the chaos and it becomes a whole lot harder because he got some attacks like that which can hit very hard. Luckily I was able to dodge that one there. And you can see whenever he's about to do attacks like that, you can go with your phantom dash there. He's got a lot of very hard hitting attacks in the second phase. You can see there if you don't do it perfectly you can end up losing a good chunk of your health bar. And whenever he puts his sword in like that, like a samurai, just know he's going to come diving at you next. So dodging a bit towards him and like diagonally towards him I found worked best, as you're less likely to get hit by his attacks. And blocking and parrying his attacks when possible, because that's going to give you the best amount of posture damage. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the brutal attack in there. I tried to get to his backside, but he recovered very quickly from it, so that's one thing that unfortunately you have to watch out for. Whenever he does that attack, you can parry it, so I'd recommend going for that, because otherwise he will get you into combos and he will just completely shred your health down like you're seeing right now. I almost went down. That was not my best showing, but that's the thing with his second phase. You can't be lacking. You got to be paying attention. Look at where his hand is on his sword, because that's a good tell of how he's going to attack. I would even recommend doing this boss fight, making it to the second phase, and then working on your blocking and parrying timing, because it is quite challenging for this fight. But you can see there, using that spear ability that puts you through to his backside allows you to get that brutal attack off with extra damage. He'll also do a kick attack, which you can block as well. I would recommend obviously going at him pretty aggressively, but also paying attention to your defenses, because obviously this is a battle of attrition. You need to make sure that your health stays high and you don't run out of your own heals. He does this pouncing attack often. It's best to just block it if you're going to stay in close to him, or you can dodge away to the back. You can see here, now I finally got the attack that puts you through to the backside and then the brutal attack. He will also heal himself. Whenever this starts to happen, you got to start being a little bit more aggressive with him. He'll do this attack here. It's actually pretty easy telegraphed, I found. You can get an attack in between them. So you can see there, I'm just continually attacking, blocking, attacking, blocking, attacking, blocking. And the timing works out pretty well for that. So he'll also follow up with these big swinging attacks. Anytime that you see him jump up, just be prepared that there is going to be an attack coming a few seconds later. So yeah, you may want to block and avoid that. I also recommend taking vitality spheres here. These are extremely useful because they just give you a lot more stamina, and this is a game about stamina. So the more you have, the easier it is to break his posture down and get these brutal attacks in, which are going to be of huge use to you. You got to make sure that you're getting those if at all possible. Those sword attacks are pretty easy to read. I found in his second phase, there's a lot of attacks that you can see coming from a mile away. So anytime that those come out, I would recommend going for it. Also going with the ability to do the moonlight attack there, the one that I got on my skill bar. This one works very well because it doesn't take up your stamina. So if his stamina is very low, you can spam that out and get a lot of easy hits in if you got the spear gauge to be able to afford it. So you should be able to with this fight. I recommend using that anytime that you get close to breaking down his posture. And that's why blocking against him is going to be so beneficial, and getting in parries too if you possibly can. His stamina recovery rate is very fast, so you do want to be a bit more aggressive with him while playing defensively at the same time. It's almost the aggressive defense here. So again, that was the attack where you can do the attacks between his blocks. That's how to easily beat Maluce in the First Berserker Khazan. If this was useful, hit the subscribe button below.